it's Erin Floto here, and I am here today to update you on my wedding bullet journal, which is super exciting. My fiance and I have picked a date and a venue. You know, we can start doing a countdown and everything now, which is exciting. But the main thing I'm going to show you today is my timeline and how I'm tracking my timeline and to-do list regarding my timeline, and then my budget. So that's what I'm going to update you on today, and let's get started. So if I go to my first bookmark here, I think I showed you this on my last video where I have this timeline. Again, I got most of this from places like The Knot and Wedding Wire, on Pinterest and everything like that. So it's broken down into how many months out from the wedding. So 12, 10, 6, 3, 2, 1 month, 2 week, 1 week, day before, and wedding day. So that's how I have it broken up with right now. So some of these things I know will be things that I need to do. Some of these things I may not do at all, just in case. I thought it would be nice to have them on there. I took these sections, and when I get close to that month, I go ahead and I put it on my latest spread. Like some in between here, this is more stuff about venues and what venue we chose, and like payment plans and stuff like that. These were the things I think these were mostly on Pinterest. Choose a date, choose a style and theme, which I actually can check off because we did that. Wedding budget, my wedding consultant, which came with the venue, and then the ceremony reception location is at the same place, and then shop for a gown, which I haven't done yet. So from here, I can add more things that either I want to get done, like sketch out ideas for invitations, because even though invitations are way later, I'm doing my own for my wedding. So I would like to do different ideas and experiment and things like that beforehand. And then from here I have the color palette, and then here is the budget. I used, I think, mostly Wedding Wire for this budget, but I've grouped it differently, which is why I like having the bullet journal system to do this rather than doing it you know, from printables or things like that, because my mind works in a different way, because weddings work differently every type of wedding you do. For example, the food service, DJ, and photographer is all done through my venue. So I wanted them lumped together, because even though the DJ and photographer is a separate entity, I am paying them through my venue, and then the food and service, because it is a steakhouse, obviously done with the venue. And the invitations, RSVP cards, other stationery and signage. This is all stuff that I personally am responsible for doing, because I am designing all of the invitations, RSVPs, signage, etc. So that's just an idea. And then I have extra space left over from there. And then I have what the estimated budget is, and then what it actually turned out to be. And then I added this plus or minus column so that I can see just at a glance what categories I'm overspending in, and what categories from there I'm willing to underspend in. For example, if I overspend in the food and service, maybe I can take some money off of the invitations, RSVP cards. You know, maybe I don't go for a certain type of paper that may be a little bit more expensive, or a certain type of envelope that may be more expensive. So that's just a quick snapshot there, and I hope you guys find this helpful for you when you're planning your weddings. If you have ideas for what I can include in my bullet journal, please show me. I'm very interested to know. If you have any advice that you want to put in the comments below, please feel free to do so. And there's also these bookmarks, which I haven't included on my latest spreads, but I'm finding it really easy to go, hey look, this bookmark is about my venue. Oh hey look, here's stuff about my venue again. I found them very helpful, because I know based on the type of washi and the location of the washi what is on that page. And since this is not typical wedding planner where you have rings and you can separate them into sections. And since a lot of my stuff has crossover between my vendors and my ceremony and reception, it's really helpful to be able to tag it with more than one bookmark. So that's basically it for this video. Again, this is just part 1, or I guess part 2, in a big running series of wedding bullet journal updates, what I come up with, all that kind of stuff. Of course, not everything I can show you because of my privacy and security reasons and stuff like that, but overall, I just thought you guys would like to see what is in my bullet journal right now for my wedding planning. If you like this type of content and you want to see more, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that kind of jazz, and I will see you next Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.